Before the sun was even a thought, the beach was quiet, almost too quiet. The moonlight was weak, just enough to make the wet sand glimmer. There was this cold, strange chill in the wind that you just can't shake. I was out there alone, getting the boat ready for the day. Let's say my name is Yarrow. My dad was still back at the house, drinking his coffee, not quite ready to face the early morning. I was focused on tying the ropes, making sure everything was secure, when something caught my eye. Just a flicker of movement in my peripheral vision. I glanced over and saw what looked like a figure, maybe a woman in a dress, moving slowly, deliberately, down the shore. It was weird, but before I could get a good look, I turned my head fully, and nothing. The beach was empty, just the sand, the water, and the sound of the waves. I told myself my eyes were playing tricks on me in the dim light and went back to work. But a few minutes later, that feeling came back. You know, the one where you just know someone is watching you. This time, I didn't turn right away. I held my breath, stayed still, and waited. I could sense the figure getting closer, closer. Then, I whipped my head around. My heart just about stopped. It wasn't a woman. It was a massive, wild boar. Its tusks were huge, catching the faint light, and its eyes. They were glowing red. It was terrifying. Before I could even process what I was seeing, it charged. A low, guttural growl ripped through the quiet morning, and its jaws were snapping, ready to tear into anything. Pure instinct took over. I grabbed a paddle from the boat and used it to block the attack, pushing back with all my strength to keep those tusks away from me. The boar was incredibly strong. It backed off a bit, circling me, its claws digging deep into the wet sand, those burning red eyes never leaving mine. I gasped, the words tumbling out of my mouth. Damn, this has to be an Aswang. In that moment, I was sure of it. There was nowhere for me to run. Trapped between the water and this monstrous creature, I gripped the paddle tighter, my knuckles white, and swung with everything I had. I hit it hard. The boar staggered back a few steps, shaking its massive head, but its fiery gaze was still locked on me. It felt like an eternity, us just staring each other down in the pre-dawn darkness. Then, as suddenly as it appeared, it turned. In a flash, it was gone, disappearing into the shadows of the night. I just collapsed onto the sand, my whole body shaking, struggling to breathe. It was then that the horrifying realization hit me. That woman I thought I saw earlier, it was the boar. No person could have vanished from that open beach so quickly. It had to be the same entity, a shapeshifter. My father finally came out and found me there, pale and trembling. When I told him what happened, he was just as stunned as I was. Since that night, the story has spread through the village. Everyone believes I came face to face with a wild boar, Aswang, a creature straight out of our local legends, known for being violent, sudden, and able to change its form. Even now, just telling you this, I can feel that cold presence from that morning. It's a chilling reminder that the world isn't always what it seems. And sometimes, the things you see in the corner of your eye are more real than you could ever imagine. Thanks for listening to my story. Stay safe out there.